What's going on, you guys? It is Perry the Entertainer back again for another video, and yes, this is your review for the December 8th, 2014 Raw. This is the go-home show to the TLC pay-per-view, which is this Sunday. And, of course, tonight is the Slammys episode of Monday Night Raw, and if you just so happen to miss it, well then, hey, you came to the right place. This is your review, and we're going to break it down in only a way that I can. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you go hit that subscribe button down there. Follow me on Twitter at the PTE Show. We definitely get a lot of followers and interactions tonight, and I'll tell you why in just a few short moments. But we're going to kick things off with how the pre-show kicked off. I caught a little bit of it, so um, I kind of know a little bit about what happened. All they were kind of do was giving out like Slammys that I'm sure a lot of people really didn't care about. Like the insult of the year, I think went to The Rock for his return of a couple weeks ago. I think it was back in October was when he did that. Tag team of the year was the Usos. Um, Breakout star of the year was Dean Ambrose, and hashtag of the year was the RKO out of nowhere stuff. You know, the vines that people those are so entertaining, and I give mad props to whoever made those because those have to take a crap ton of editing to put out, and especially if they're vines. I think they're only allowed like what I think it's 10 seconds. 10 or 15 seconds for a vine. I don't do it, so I don't know exactly how to do it. I'm not with you people with the smartphones and the smart devices and stuff. The only social media I have is YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. That's about it. And that's your basic, everybody's got that. But your This Is Awesome, this is the actual show, is we started off the show with Jerry the King Lawler. He introduced Seth Green, who is our guest host of the night, so we were supposed to be all, happy about that, I guess. And your nominees for the This Is Awesome Moment of the Year, the Yes Movement occupying Raw. I did not get to review that episode of Raw, so I don't know that. Stephanie McMahon getting arrested back in, I believe it was July. Sting debuting a few short weeks ago at SummerSlam, and of course Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stone Cold meeting at WrestleMania 30. And they usually either went to commercial or they had a match in the middle of it before they actually named the actual winners of the awards. And this match, we actually had the first match of the night, Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins, and I was not a huge fan of how this match really went down. Seth Rollins won in a really short time. Then again, he did get help from J&J Security, but I like that because you went out of your way to make Dolph Ziggler look like a real main event player a couple weeks ago at Survivor Series, excuse me. And you're gonna have him lose to Seth Rollins in like maybe not even 3 minutes, a couple, maybe even shorter than that. But I wasn't a huge fan of the way that went down. I know both these guys are, incredible in the ring. So for this to kind of go down the way it did, kind of make Ziggler look weak. But I guess Rollins looks strong going into his match with John Cena this Sunday. And the winner of the This Is Awesome Moment of the Year goes to Sting, coming to WWE. They say returns on here. He actually debuted. He's the only guy, well, he's the biggest guy. He's the biggest wrestler that hasn't appeared in WWE, so that was technically a debut, was not a return. Sting wasn't here, so Seth Rollins accepted the award for him. That's about all you need to know about that. Um, I thought it was nice. It it shed some it showed everybody that didn't get to watch Survivor Series that hey, Sting did debut and this is how important it was. And Rollins accepted the award for Stinger, who was not there tonight. I think he only signed for like 5 appearances going into WrestleMania. So um, that's that. I completely missed this match. It was Stardust and Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston won. Kingston coming out with the New Day, and I completely missed this match. I guess they're having a program now, New Day and Stardust and Goldust, and I mentioned this a little bit on my hashtag spoilers episode last week, and so these two, I guess, are not these two. These two factions, I guess. Well, one's a faction, the other one's a tag team. Are feuding over what? I don't know. I guess to make New Day look good, even though Vince apparently isn't behind them anymore. I don't know. I don't know about the whole details about that, but all I hear is now Vince does not like the New Day. He thinks that it's just a one and done thing, and now they're pretty much through. So they don't even have the support of Vince right now. So I would not be too surprised if Gold and Stardust just kind of squashed them at the pay per view if they had a match. Next part of the night, which made me so happy, and you guys would know this if you guys have been a fan of me for a long time. John Laurenitis came out. He returned. This should have been surprise return of the year because it was so goddamn good. He wants people power to come back. I want people power to come back. It was such a damn good moment. But he's out here to present the award for surprise return of the year. And the nominees: Hulk Hogan returns as the guest host WrestleMania 30. The Ultimate Warrior returns to WWE at WrestleMania 30 and the Raw afterwards, and of course the Hall of Fame. Batista returning to Raw, or I believe it was January, and The Rock returning about a month or two ago against Rusev and all that. So those were your four choices, and a big commercial break there. The winner was the Ultimate Warrior, and I thought that was a nice moment. I thought that was nice to show some respect to the Ultimate Warrior and respect his legacy and everything. I thought that did its job. I thought that was nice. Nice little backstage segment as well with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Really teased a possible Seth Rollins Brock Lesnar title match in the future, whether that be Seth ends up getting the number one contenders match by beating Cena at TLC, or maybe Seth just cashes in on Brock while he's fighting Cena or something like that. But I think it was nice to do that. And our next match of the night, Natalya versus the NXT Women's Champion Charlotte. Charlotte making her Raw debut. Charlotte, of course, is the daughter of Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, Hall of Famer, only two-time Hall of Famer. And granted, it was not as good as I believe it was Redemption. I think it was. I don't remember all the NXT. I know these two have had a match before, and they really blew the roof off the place. I don't remember exactly when it was, but Natalya ends up getting the pretty quick victory. Not a huge fan of Charlotte losing her Raw debut, but it was nice exposure, and it kind of, I'm sure, it probably got some network subscribers ready to watch our Evolution this Thursday, which I will be reviewing on this channel. So I hope you guys come back to me on Thursday. You guys are gonna get a lot of videos this week. You got spoilers tomorrow. You guys are probably gonna get a predictions video for TLC, a review video for TLC, a review video for our Evolution. You guys are getting spoiled this week. I mean, dang. I only make about 2 videos a week, and this week I'm making 5 for some reason. Shit. Nah, I'm kidding. I love you guys too much. So I'll do as many videos as I possibly can to help you get to shed some light on this community. Santino Marella comes out, and he's going to present the OMG Shocking Moment of the Year. Your nominees: Brock Lesnar defeating The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30, 21-1. Seth Rollins turning on the Shield. Bray Wyatt's choir surrounding John Cena inside a steel cage on Raw. And, of course, Nikki turning on Brie at SummerSlam. And the winner ended up going to, of course, Brock beating the streak at WrestleMania. Paul Heyman comes out and accepts on Lesnar's behalf, and before he didn't even get to talk a whole lot. And then Bray Wyatt came out. Bray Wyatt, and more promo work from Bray to promote their match for this Sunday, the TLC match with Ambrose. And I said it last week, and I'll say it again. These two guys do a little too much talking, and I understand that these guys, they're good at what they do. Both guys are incredibly talented on the microphone. But there comes a time when you really can't tell a story by just talking. You know what I mean? Like, at least with Ambrose and Rollins, there was that background, of course, and then hell, like the goofy stuff, that was even okay because it was still some sort of physicality towards each other, you know. And these two, they really haven't done a whole lot. And now, the way that Bray's promo was going at first, it made it sound like that they were feuding over Ambrose breaking his damn chair last week. And I was really thinking, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. They're going to feud over a goddamn chair. You've got to be kidding. That's what I thought it was going to be, but I guess that's not what happened. Ambrose, of course, getting stretchered out on a stretcher on Friday night, so he was not expected to be here tonight, but Ambrose definitely knows how to make an entrance. Comes out in an ambulance, in the back of an ambulance, having tables, ladders, and chairs, somehow in the ambulance with him, and he's throwing them on the stage, and basically they start fighting, which is what I want. I want them to start kind of previewing this. I don't like them just talking and not telling a good story. I mean, like I've said before, I know that these two are capable. They're definitely great at what they do. I'm not doubting anything that they do. It's just there's comes a time when you got to put the microphone down and you got to let your fists do the talking. And Ambrose is a 100% example of what I'm talking about. Ambrose is amazing at doing that. Is he lets his fist do the talking. I am intrigued for this Sunday for Wyatt and Ambrose. I just wish that they put the microphone down and they actually just start kind of telling a story. And I mean a real credible story. Really, don't feud over breaking Sister Abigail's chair, please. Commercial break happened after that. Jerry Lawler presenting Diva of the Year, which went to AJ Lee. And I don't agree with it, but I'm not going to get into a huge disappointment over it because I'm really not. I had a feeling she was going to win it anyway. But you guys know I'm not a huge fan of AJ, and I've never really have been. I feel that she is kind of what's really one thing that she has done besides the whole Divas Championship reign? Like, has she had a credible match? Has she had all that stuff? I could get into I can get into a very, very detailed video with this, so I really don't want to take up a whole lot of time here. She did cut a nice little kind of promo about, hopefully by this time next year, it's, people like Paige, Sasha, Charlotte, Bailey can win this next year. So it was some nice name drops. And, to the future of the WWE. I'm gonna try and ignore backstage segments because they really just take up a whole lot of time. They really important, like the Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins one that we had earlier on. Eric Rowan versus Luke Harper. I missed this match as well. I kind of I was going to I missed this match. I think that it ended in disqualification, but this was a match that I thought we all really wanted to see. Two guys from the Wyatt family, and I really didn't like a huge disqualification. I thought that these two were going to feud over the IC title, but I guess Eric Rowan's moving on to bigger and better things, and Luke Harper's going to be fighting Dolph Ziggler at the pay-per-view. So I guess both guys, benefit from this. Jimmy and Naomi talking. It is Jimmy Uso. I was having trouble last week as to which one was married to Naomi, to the Naomi. They were talking a bunch of crap backstage. Adam Rose comes out to present the LOL moment of the year. And before I get into this, I want to kind of say thank you to the WWE app in some sort of way because one of my tweets was posted on the app, and I gained like 100-something followers off that. So I want to say thank you guys for allowing that to happen because it allows me to just branch out and find more wrestling fans and find more wrestling friends and all this stuff. So thank you guys for allowing me to do that. You guys should see a little screenshot that was taken by a friend, and I'm going to credit him in the him or her. I don't know exactly which one I'm going to grab yet, but you're going to see it on the screen, and you can go follow them on Twitter down in the description box, whichever one I picked. Anyway, get back to the show. Your nominees for LOL Moment of the Year: Damian Mizdow as the Miz's stunt double, Mr. T thanking his mother at the 2014 Hall of Fame, Vicky Guerrero throwing Stephanie McMahon in a pool of pudding at Raw. And by the way, I don't really understand who would be accepting that award since both are kind of out of WWE right now. I think we're supposed to forget that. And El Torito versus Hornswoggle, the WLC match at Extreme Rules. Damian Mizdow winning. Did get the Slammy, however, the Miz kind of took over and makes us all happy when he performs and all this stuff. So I don't know. That's what this says right here. This guy apparently does not know his English skills very well. Rusev and Lana make their way down to the ring. Lana cuts a promo mocking Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter, and Swagger comes out and they get into a little scuffle. So I guess some actual backstory going into their U.S. title match at TLC. I was not a huge fan of the segment tonight. I felt that they could have kind of had some continuity because these two have fought before. So I guess more continuity than, I hurt Zeb Coulter. I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking for. The Usos and Ryback versus Kane, Miz, and Mizdow was up next in a big 6-man tag, and Ryback and the Usos end up getting the victory. That's pretty much all you really need to know about it. Kind of boring match to say the least, and Mizdow and Miz were really the stars of the night, like I said. Steamboat comes out to present match of the year. Those nominees are The Shield versus Evolution, John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, Last Man Standing. By the way, The Shield and Evolution was at Extreme Rules as well. Team Cena versus Team Authority from a couple weeks ago, and Daniel Bryan, Batista, and Randy Orton. Your winner, surprisingly, was the Survivor Series elimination match. I thought they were going to give this to the Shield and Evolution, and Ziggler ends up being the one to accept it. So I didn't really like how Ziggler really accepted it. I felt that he kind of sounded fake with it. Maybe, I don't know, that's how he kind of came across with me. He kind of sounded just really fake overall. But that happened. AJ Lee versus Summer Rae was up next. AJ gets a quick win. So I guess that's supposed to make AJ look strong heading into her rematch with Nikki Bella. So that's a thing. RVD comes out he makes his return and to present the extreme moment of the year, your nominees. Brock Lesnar hitting 16 German suplexes at SummerSlam. Kane hitting Daniel Bryan with tombstones on the floor, steel steps and table on Raw. Chris Jericho hits a crossbody on Bray Wyatt from the top of the steel cage, and Seth Rollins curb stomping Dean Ambrose through cinder blocks on Raw. And your winner, Chris Jericho jumping off the stage or jumping off the cage on top of Bray Wyatt, onto Bray Wyatt, I'm sorry, from the top of the cage on Raw. And instead of Jericho coming out, we got Fandango, who really sounded like a rapist tonight. And he said that he beat Jericho at Mania. That's pretty much his only reason for coming out there. I thought it was a big waste of time, and it really didn't help making Fandango sound like a goddamn rapist. Next up, by the way, I know and understand. I understand that I'm kind of sounding boring tonight. Not a whole lot of enthusiasm. Well, it's hard to do when there's not a whole lot of it here to begin with. So, I'm not gonna say the show was horrible, but it's kind of hard reviewing an award show when the awards took up 9/10 of the show. You know what I mean? I think I even saw a tweet before I started recording. There was only like 2 or 3 minutes of actual in-ring competition that wasn't on the WWE app. So take that as you will. Booker T comes out to present the WWE Superstar of the Year award. And by the way, change a subject here. If you guys made it this far in the video, thank you guys. But didn't they used to have the Slammys at the end of the year? Like it was like the last show of the year. And speaking of the Slammys, like haven't like the last 2 or 3 years, they had someone like return or make a big case for themselves tonight or debut, I guess in this case too. Like we had Mass Kane a couple years ago, Biggie Langston. I don't think we had one last year. Maybe we did. I don't remember. Hell, maybe I guess if Charlotte's making her main roster debut and they kind of did a little video segment promo thing for her, hell, I'd definitely accept that. So, it's something. And granted, I don't really like it being brought up, kind of just out of nowhere, but I think it was nice to kind of see her kind of promote our evolution this weekend. So, Thursday, not weekend. Shit, I am so out of it right now. Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose. Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose. See how it got so deep right there. Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, and Bray Wyatt are your nominees. And your winner, surprisingly, is Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns wins Superstar of the Year. Granted, I don't really agree with it. I don't really believe that a guy who's kind of sat the last, almost 3 months out due to injury and hasn't really done a whole lot, even when he was the breakout star of the Shield. I don't really think that he should have won over the guy who broke the streak and destroyed the face of the company with 16 German suplexes at SummerSlam. There were so many other, candidates. Hell, I'd rather give it to Cena again then. I mean, I don't agree with Roman Reigns winning it, just like I don't agree with Daniel Bryan winning it. So there wasn't a whole lot of candidates to begin with then, but it was nice seeing Roman Reigns back. You guys know that I was trying to become a Roman Reigns fan. Well, not even trying. I actually was becoming a Roman Reigns fan. And then he got injured, and then, all shit kind of hit the fan from there. Like I said, it was nice to see him back, and I think that those acting lessons are starting to they're starting to kick in, because he's definitely more believable. He's definitely comfortable when he's on a microphone. I'll tell you that right now. So, I think those acting lessons are actually paying off. Unlike whoever gave Brie and Nikki acting lessons, and you should deserve a Slammy for the fucking worst performance damn year. The Big Show versus John Cena, which was obviously the most awaited part of the night, you could tell, was our main event tonight, and it was just a big fucking clusterfuck to end the night. Cena hits an FU on Big Show to end, almost to end it. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. J&J Security and Seth Rollins come in. They start attacking Cena. They're beating the hell out of him. Ziggler comes out to make the save before Rollins. I think he was climbing the ladder, and he was going to hit like a curb stomp from off the top of the ladder. I guess it was it's supposed to be what the hell are those? A curb stomp from the heavens. Vince. But all of a sudden, Ziggler comes down to make the save. Like I said, Big Show quickly knocked both of them out. Eric Rowan came down, but Luke Harper attacked him from behind. Big Show chokeslams Rowan on the steel steps. Ryback came down, and he starts clearing house. Ryback is about to send Harper through a table, but Kane attacks him from behind, beats the hell out of him with a steel chair. Ziggler super kicks Kane, but Harper sends Ziggler through the table. That was a sick spot, too, by the way. He picked him up. It looked like he was going to hit him with a back suplex, but then just kind of threw him forward. It was a sick spot with the table there. So that looked pretty nice. And I think they have a ladder match, so I think it would have been nice to have them kind of fight over the ladder. Maybe add something into it, I think that it would have been unique. Cena hits an FU on Harper. Rollins hits a curb stomp on Cena, and then they hit a triple power bomb on the announce table, and pretty much the Authority, the stable minus the two, really ended. They ended the show. So a painful Raw to say the least, because we didn't get a whole lot of action. We didn't get a whole lot of build up to TLC this week, which was kind of the point. That's kind of the point of a go home show. You use that to sell people on the pay-per-view, and to be honest, just because I got the network doesn't really mean I'm going to be interested in this. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys interested in TLC this weekend? Are you not? And yeah, that's going to probably be it for me. I am out. Until next time, this is Perry the Entertainer signing out. And if you guys are watching this and you are a new follower of mine, I thank you guys so much. And if you have not done so, go check out the other great videos on this channel. There are definitely way better videos than this one. Trust me, there is. Anyway, that's it for me tonight, guys. I am out. Till next time, Perry the Entertainer signing out. Peace. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for your episode 20 of #Spoilers. Peace.